What's up guys, it's Anthony, and today's video we are going to pick up potentially a new Jeep to swap all my drivetrain and interior over to, or just go and cut out all the metal that we need to fix all the rust on my Jeep, rusty right now. So yeah, we're on the road, got my father-in-law's truck, and we're going to go meet my friend that's buying a bunch of Jeeps, and I'm gonna try and get one of them from him. And so we're heading to go do that. I'm gonna bring you guys along on that journey today. So hopefully you guys stick around and enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys when we got an update. Alright, so we're driving. There ain't really much out here. We live out in the middle of nowhere in northeastern Colorado, but we're driving like 25-30 minutes to where this guy's house is with all these trailers and stuff. Met up with my friend and his wife and his kids, and they've got his work truck and their truck and 2 trailers. And I'm gonna borrow one of the trailers that this guy has that already has the Jeep on it that I'm gonna get, and then I think I have to bring it back. I don't know if my friend's gonna take it back or if I have to. But yeah, so we're just driving. Flip the camera around and show you that we're following them, and then maybe do some B-roll. And I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, so we got a potential new shell. We got to look at it and see if it's exactly what we want to do. Alright, what's up guys? I told you I would show you the Jeep a little bit more once I got back to it, since it's out here at where we're going to be moving to soon on this piece of property. But yeah, we're here with the Jeep, and I'm kind of taking, you know, this is first looks at it as well, so we'll see what we can see, kind of get an idea of what we're doing, go from there. My daughter's cutting the weeds out. Good job. But all right, so it's I think it's a 2000 or a 2001 XJ. Obviously, it's got a little bit of a lift kit on it already. It's not rusty like anywhere except for the floorboard on this side is all rusted out. I know that, but it looks like it's got like a rough country adjustable lower control arm. It's got a high pinion 30 with ABS, which is fine. We'll take the ABS off probably. I didn't know if the engine harness was here, which is awesome because I really don't want to try and find an engine harness because I had a really hard time finding one for my 99. Pretty cool that the vacuum ball is already here. I had a hard time finding one for my Jeep. You know, there's a lot of stuff here. Like this ABS module, we'll probably just pull that. I don't know if this says what year this PCM is. But they left the condenser. We got engine harness and stuff. I think this is a coil pack Jeep, but the original thing was I got it so that way I could cut the rear quarters off. But the Jeep is actually really clean, and so the idea came up of, well, why don't I just, you know, piece it together and build a cool Jeep for me and my daughter, and then I'll play with my Jeep and just keep going. So, you know, it's missing a hatch and it's missing a driver's door, missing some interior pieces and stuff like that, but you know, I've got my other Jeep that I can make work for everything, which isn't too big of a deal. But you know, there's no rear axle in it. One of the leaf springs is messed up, but it does have a leaf spring on it. Looks like everything's pretty much here. So, you know, that'd be pretty nice one day. So it's gonna be a bit of a project But I'll show you guys this over here. That this floorboard is all rusted out over here. But you know, it's not that bad. Could be a lot worse. My my XJ is rough, so you know, it's not as bad as it could be. So, but that's the new project that we're gonna be bringing to the channel. We're gonna put my frame stiffeners on it. We're gonna completely do the frame, do all the good stuff to it. Then we might pull the drivetrain out of what my daughter calls Rusty, my red XJ. Put it in reverse. Okay, back up. Keep going. Okay, now turn to the left. Turn to the left. There you go. But we're gonna make the frame all nice and get the suspension done. Maybe put a V8 in it and then pull the interior out of my red XJ and put in this one maybe. We'll see what we get up to. But right now, my daughter's practicing being a Jeep girl, driving her Jeep out here. And once we get moved down here, it's crunch time on the XJ that's right there. So you guys will be seeing a lot more of that soon. So, but let me know what you guys think we should do. I'm kind of thinking for the Jeep over there, right there, that when we do get out here and I'm able to really start diving into working on it, maybe we, you know, we'll have to strip it, clean everything, fix the rust and stuff. Alright, so back at home, my daughter started to be a handful, so I had to kind of tend to her, and then I forgot to film the rest of what I was saying. But like I said, we were going to, the plan for that black Jeep right now is to strip the inside of it, clean it all up, fix the rust, and sound dent and all the inside, and then start welding on. I have the center section frame stiffeners, and then I'm going to buy the front and the rear frame stiffeners, get all that taken care of, get all that out of the way, and get it prepped for a long arm kit. And just kind of piece all that together. And then I'm thinking maybe JK axles or JL axles, some Rubicon axles, and maybe like a 5.3 and a 4L 80 or 60, whatever works the best. Or we do like a full ground up stroker build with the AW4 and still maybe some JK or JL axles. That way we can run like some 37s and not have to worry about braking, because I can put like RCVs or chromoly shafts or something in them, and then that way we've got lockers taken care of, we've got great aftermarket support. So I think that's kind of the route we're gonna go. Let me know your guys' opinions down below. What kind of route should we go? Should we go V8? And I guess if we're gonna do a V8, we might as well do tons. So like a 60 and a 10 1/4 or 14 bolt or something. I just don't know that I want it to be that wide. I want it to be drivable, and I don't need anything with tons. I think with 37s and JK axles and good upgrades, I could still party and not have a bunch of problems with braking stuff. But I don't know. So yeah, let me know what your guys' experience are. What do you guys think? But yeah, that's kind of the new project. Don't have a name for it right now, so maybe you guys could give me a name. That Jeep's probably going to be in the back burner for quite a while, especially going into wintertime, and we're getting ready to move out of this house hopefully soon, and over there where the Jeep is being stored. So yeah, when all that kind of happens and then I figure out a little bit of shop space or somewhere to work on it, then we'll start tearing it apart and seeing what we got to do to fix stuff and go from there. But if you guys are excited, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what we should do with it and what we should do with my red XJ, and maybe you'll stick around for the build. But has been Anthony, and I'll talk to you guys later.